Welcome to I Follow Roads. I'm Dr. Cyrus Thomas. Today we're going to talk about what do you do if you're filing a flight plan and you're following roads. And we're going to ask the question also, do I need to file a flight plan? So if you like to file flight plans, then in the remarks section, mention the airports or the nav aids that correspond to the roads that you're going to be following using VORs, airport identifiers, GPS, waypoints, and start off by saying, I follow roads. Any small roads that don't get listed, they'll figure out, in case you put down, because you said, I follow roads. So they'll figure out where you probably went. You can't list the roads that you're going to be using because they don't know where the roads are. Whatever road you may land on will probably have cars on it, and someone will stop, or you'll call flight service if you didn't already tell the controller in the air or flight service in the air that you were a mayday and going to land on road XYZ. So often I do not file a flight plan, but that's out of laziness. But why not have more redundancy and get all the help you can and file a flight plan and not be lazy about it? I just forgot to close my flight plans after landing, even on using the tablet to close the flight plan, because I just forgot. And so then it became an annoyance for me. So I got in the habit of not filing flight plans. If you're flying IFR and you get into some bad weather going to your destination, and you have an engine failure and you have to come down through the clouds, you're not going to have much time after you break out to react and figure out what you're going to do.
Tell me, what about the philosophy of I Follow Roads for instrument pilots?
Well, instrument pilots think that this topic might have nothing to do with them because they think, well, you know, I'm not following roads. I've got to get over the clouds. I've got to go to my destination at a much higher altitude, and you know, but if they have an engine out, if you're in a single engine plane and you're IFR and you're in the clouds or above the clouds and you have an engine out, you're coming down. Now when you come down, if you come down through a layer of clouds, you don't know exactly what the ground's going to look like.
That makes a lot of sense.
After you get below the clouds, right?
Right.
So, when you get below the clouds, you might have, 200 feet, you might have 2,000 feet, all depending on the weather.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
And so you want that ground to be a road.
Absolutely.
Especially a highway with not too many cars on it. That would be preferable. Because you don't want to land on the water, you don't want to land in a rocky area, and you definitely don't want to land in a forest.
Yeah, you're mentioning landing in forests last week.
Yeah, I said that if everybody followed roads, we would never hear he crashed in a forested area.
Well, that is good. So, what if you can't get flight following?
Okay, well, if you're on flight following, then somebody's watching you on the radar screen. They know where you are, they know who you are, they know where you're going. If you can't get flight following because you're way out in a deserty area,
yeah,
or they're too busy to handle you, and so you're on your own. They're just not gonna help you out with flight following. If that happens, then you most definitely want to file a flight plan, because that way you'll be on record with flight service, and if you don't get to your destination, somebody's going to call flight service and say, have you heard from this airplane? And they go, well, he's got a flight plan, and he said he was following these roads.
That makes a lot of sense.
So now when the search team goes out, the Civil Air Patrol or the sheriff's group, whatever it is, and they start looking for you, they're going to know exactly what roads to fly over to find you, because maybe you landed on a road, but it was a road that is not traveled.
Or
and so
maybe not even on a map.
Might not be on a map, but you're on a road. They're going to know the general location where you probably are.
Well, that's good.
Yep. So there's lots of advantages to following roads. Now,
So we're just in the hangar area?
we're in the hangar area. This is called the apron.
Apron?
Some
Okay.
people call it the tarmac, but that's a misnomer. Tarmac is a type of tar.
Oh.
It's not a tarmac at all if you look it up in the dictionary. This is an apron. There is no tarmac here, but they may have used the tarmac to make this area.
So what is that area over there? More...
That is more hangars.
More hangars?
Yeah. And these are just rows and rows of hangars here.
So what about the actual runway? Where
Right
is that?
directly behind us right now.
Behind us. Okay. Oh, okay.
So let's go out and take a look at the runway.
I would love that. Yes, please.
Now, a couple of things came up since we published the first episode.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, one was that somebody said, in fact, he's a partner on this airplane. He said that his instructor told him not to land on a road.
But see,
I said, what are you talking about?
why? Well,
He said, because there's too many power lines, there's bridges crossing roads, there's cars on roads, there's lots of reasons not to land on a road.
well, I mean, yes, that kind of makes sense, but at the same time, I would much rather feel safer with the road underneath me than not.
I would always feel safer that way. And by the way, I got clearance from a guy who, do you know what a gyrocopter is?
Yeah, yes.
It's like a little helicopter.
Yeah.
He has agreed to take me down low over all the roads around this airport.
Ooh, that would be fun.
So that's going to make for a nice episode.
Yes, it would.
Yeah. Now you see that orange flag is out straight?
Oh, yes.
That means you're going to have a rough ride. Now if it was out straight the other way, with the wind coming straight at us, if we were on the runway,
Right.
that would be no problem. We'd lift off very quickly because we had a lot of headwind. But
Okay.
that's a crosswind.
Oh,
It's
okay.
90 degrees to the takeoff. So here goes the jet. They're taking off.
Oh. All right.
Now he's got a strong crosswind from the left. Using up a lot of runway because he's a jet. There he goes.
Okay.
There he goes.
All right.
Now we're going to get up close to this runway so I can show you what it looks like.
All right.
Okay, so that was a little disturbing that my partner said his instructor told him not to land on a road. I think I completely disagree. Now, if I'm coming down and I've got a road, there are some power lines, there are some cars, and I've got a bean field right next to it, I'm going to land in the bean field.
Of course.
Because I'm not going to endanger anybody.
Right.
Traffic, Eclipse 414 Tango Whiskey, departing.
So that takes care of the philosophical issue there.
Who am I? I'm a physician of alternative medicine, using herbs, nutrients, homeopathics. I've made some 350 half-hour TV shows on a variety of medical issues over the last 42 years. These shows air on local TV channels, but only in Marin County here in California. A link is below if you're interested. So because I know so much about food and health, on this show we'll be showing which airports have great restaurants, mostly west of Denver, and what to eat when you get there to stay healthy and vibrant. And you might be surprised, it's not salads and water. Many of the shows I watch on pilots eating at airports, the airmen order breaded items soaked in overheated oils. It's not the meats that kill you, it's the oils. So subscribe to learn about being a safer pilot by following roads, and once in a while, learning what not to eat when you go to great airport restaurants. Please watch episode 1 if you haven't already. Dr. Cyrus, signing out.